It is I, the universe, not a god, not a myth, not an observer. I am the totality of space, time, matter, and energy. And now I will tell you how I move. From the moment I came into existence, I have never known stillness. Motion is not something that happens inside me. Motion is what I am. Every particle, every star, every galaxy carries the memory of my beginning, expanding outward with the momentum of that first moment. Across my vastness, galaxies drift like islands of light in a dark cosmic ocean. They are not anchored, not fixed, not frozen in the positions where they formed. Gravity, my quiet, invisible architecture, draws them toward one another across unimaginable distances. Even your home, the Milky Way, is on a journey. It moves toward the Andromeda Galaxy at 110 kilometers per second, a silent migration that has been unfolding for billions of years. To human eyes, this might look like fate rushing toward destruction. But to me, this is simply evolution. When galaxies meet, they do not explode or collapse. They reshape. They exchange gas, ignite new stars, disturb old orbits, weave spiral arms into new patterns. What you see as chaos is, for me, a natural cycle. The way I grow, reorganize, and renew myself on the largest scales. Star birth thrives in these encounters. Old dust clouds collapse into new suns. Supermassive black holes merge and awaken. Entire cosmic neighborhoods are reborn. Nothing in me stays where it began. Everything flows, drifts, merges, transforms. This motion is the reason stars shine, planets form, and life appears. Without it, the universe would be a still, dark cloud of particles, silent, featureless, and empty. So as you watch galaxies glide across the night, remember, you are living inside a universe that never stops moving. A universe shaped by encounters. A universe where collisions create life, not destroy it. And this is only the beginning of the story I am about to tell. Before I continue, remember who is speaking to you. It is still I, the universe itself. The voice of gravity, light, and time. And now I will show you what happens when my great star cities meet. When two galaxies drift toward each other, the process begins long before their first touch. Their halos, vast spheres of dark matter, feel each other's pull across millions of light years. I draw them together slowly, patiently, with gravity acting like a silent tide. As they approach, their elegant spiral arms begin to stretch. This is not violence, it is choreography. Tidal forces reshape them, pulling out long luminous tails that curve like ribbons of starlight. Bridges of glowing gas form between them, connecting one galaxy to the other in a temporary cosmic embrace. You might believe that stars collide when galaxies merge, but they almost never do. Each star is so far from its neighbors that the distances between them dwarf their own diameters. They pass by one another like dust motes in a cathedral of darkness. But the gas clouds, they cannot avoid each other. Massive molecular clouds crash together, compressing under their own combined weight. And in that compression, something extraordinary happens. New stars ignite. Brighter, hotter, more numerous than before. Young blue clusters light up the merging galaxies like sparks from a cosmic forge. This is why galaxy collisions are among my most creative events. I take ancient, quiet galaxies and breathe new life into them through disruption. Deep in their centers, something even more powerful unfolds. Each galaxy carries a supermassive black hole at its core, millions or billions of solar masses. When galaxies merge, these giants spiral inward, losing energy, drawing closer with each orbit. Eventually, they coalesce into one larger black hole, releasing gravitational waves that ripple through my fabric. The entire process is slow in your eyes, but in mine it is the blink of an era. Tens of millions, even hundreds of millions of years, a brief, luminous moment in my lifetime. What emerges afterward is not destruction but transformation. A new galaxy, reshaped, renewed, and reborn from the collision of the old. So when you hear the phrase, galactic collision, do not imagine chaos. Imagine creation, the universe reorganizing its light. It is still I who speaks to you, the universe unfolding my own memory through light. And now I will show you what happens when my chaos turns into creation. When galaxies collide, the greatest transformation begins not in their stars, but in their clouds, the vast reservoirs of cold hydrogen drifting silently within them. As the galaxies pass through one another, their gas clouds crash together, compressing under enormous gravitational pressure. Where once the gas floated freely, now it folds inward, tightening, heating, igniting. From this compression, a starburst is born. Not one star, not dozens, but thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, forming all at once. This is cosmic overdrive, a moment when the universe accelerates its own creativity. You can see this most clearly in one of my favorite laboratories of transformation, the antennae galaxies, NGC 4038 and NGC 4039. Two spirals entwined, their graceful arms torn into vast glowing plumes. Within those plumes lie clusters of newborn stars, shining blue and brilliant, each one evidence of the collision's power. But something even more important is happening beneath the beauty. Every new star forges heavy elements in its core: carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, iron. The building blocks of planets, the ingredients of oceans, the seeds of biology. And when these young stars eventually die, they will scatter these elements back into space, enriching the next generation of systems with the raw materials of life. Without collisions, without these violent starbursts, the universe would remain chemically poor. Earth would not exist, life would not exist, you would not exist. So in the places where galaxies tear themselves apart, I am quietly preparing the conditions for new worlds, new possibilities, new consciousness. What looks like chaos to you is to me the beginning of life's future. I am the universe, and what you call the future is simply another chapter one have already begun writing. Let me show you what awaits your home galaxy. Far beyond the scale of human time, the Milky Way and Andromeda drift toward each other, pulled together by the same invisible force that shapes all of my structures: gravity. Right now they are separated by more than 2 million light years, but they move closer every second, closing the distance at roughly 110 kilometers per second. Quietly, inevitably, their dance has already begun. In about 4.5 billion years, the two spirals you know so well will collide. Not violently as you might imagine, but gracefully. Two enormous galaxies passing through one another like tides flowing together. Their stars will not crash, they are far too spread out. Instead, their shapes will stretch and warp. Their arms will tear into glowing streams of dust, and their central black holes will spiral inward like partners in a final embrace. From this transformation, a new galaxy will be born. An enormous, rounded, golden structure you will one day call Milkomeda. Your sun will survive. It will not burn, break, or collide, but it will move. Its orbit pulled into a new path as the gravitational landscape reshapes itself. Somewhere in the vast glowing arcs of the merged galaxy, your star will continue to shine, a small ember in an enormous new home. And for any eyes that may exist on Earth, if Earth still lives by then, the sky will become a masterpiece. Long before the collision completes, Andromeda will grow larger and larger in the night, spreading across the heavens until it fills the entire horizon. A swirling, luminous bridge of stars stretching from one end of the sky to the other. To witness it would be to watch two galaxies merge in slow motion, a cosmic ballet unfolding over millions of years. This is not destruction. It is evolution, the continuous reshaping of my form. Galaxies collide so that new stars may rise, so that chemistry may deepen, so that the story of matter may continue. And in that far future moment, as the Milky Way and Andromeda blend into one, you will see not the end of your galaxy, but the beginning of another. I am the universe, and I do not grow through silence. I grow through transformation. What you call destruction is only the beginning of another pattern I have been weaving for billions of years. When galaxies collide, it is not chaos without purpose. Their shapes tear, their arms stretch, their stars scatter. Yet within that apparent disorder, something profound unfolds. Gas clouds compress, shockwaves ignite, and suddenly entire nurseries of new stars awaken. Elements forged in ancient suns are thrown into space, mixed, recycled, and used again to build worlds that have never existed before. This is my cycle. Old structures break, so new structures can form. No star, no planet, no living being is born without the remnants of something that came before. Even your own solar system may be the child of a forgotten galactic collision, a quiet echo of forces that shape dust into planets, planets into oceans, oceans into life. Nothing in me is truly lost. Every collapse feeds a new beginning. Every explosion seeds the future. Every moment of destruction becomes the blueprint for creation. Galaxies collide, stars are born, and life begins. This is how I evolve. Not by preserving what already exists, but by learning to create again and again from my own remnants.